Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. You're on with Big J, podcast and YouTube channel. You know what time it is. Let's get started, and I'll be right back. Hey, welcome to Big J Let's Talk. I want to talk to the audience for a minute, but before I do, let me remind you, if you're following our podcast, which I'm starting to hear from a lot of people, we say salute and we thank you for being a part of Big J Let's Talk. Do me a favor, share our podcast with other individuals. Make sure you download it and share it or give them the link to our podcast. The same thing with YouTube. We do appreciate you. Do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. At the same time, go over and hit the bell notification to your right. Go down and smash that like button. Also, leave a comment. We really appreciate you. And the algorithm knows you're here. You help us grow. We're trying to get to 3,000 subs. So make sure we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on our podcast station. Before we continue, let me say I thank you so much, for you are an asset and never a liability. Let me see what I'm talking about. Here on our channel, I am never demonstrative to when it comes to those subscribers or those independent followers who leave comments and messages. I will never do anything to place your character above mine, and I will make sure that we answer to the best of our ability, your questions and your comments. Am I the best YouTube content creator? Not at all. And that's why this show right now. One of our subscribers got back with me and they said, Big J, when you were talking about LiAngelo Ball, you talked about how he got to Charlotte, but you left out some integral things. And I'm like, man, what is that? What did I leave out? Man, help me. So I'll go back and I'll apologize and I'll say, forgive me, because there was something that was left out. So when he told me, I'm like, oh man, let me go do my due diligence. Let me go research. Let me look it up just to make sure. See, I don't want to be the one who is the spokesman without truth. See, there are enough individuals lying in this world just to capitalize on the economics of YouTube. But we always say we want to present to our audience sports news and information that's based on facts. All right. And if I type something the wrong way, please forgive me. If I say it the wrong way, please forgive me. But what we're just trying to do is grow to 5,000 subscribers, 5,000 followers on our podcast, so we can reach back and help other content creators get to where they're going. And the only way that's going to happen, the economics of supporting and helping others has to come into play. So let me get where I'm going on LiAngelo Ball. Okay, so this is what he told me. He said, Big J, there's something you have to look at. And I said, man, teach me. I'm here. It's a teachable moment. See, you cannot be above the people, because the people, like I always say, are the greatest asset. And they do matter, because without the people, we're nothing. Trust me. Ask some of the content creators who have 50 to 100,000 individuals if those individuals didn't show up. Even like myself at almost 3,000 if you don't show up. It's felt. It's felt. And never let anyone who blocks you or tell you that you're insignificant and you're not needed, which is not the truth. Okay, so let me get back to here. All right. Again, shout out to those on our podcast who are around the world. We appreciate you. France, Delaware, Denver, the U.S., Japan, China, Jamaica, Africa, everywhere. Just so many we can't mention. We're in 49 states, and we say salute to you, and we say thank you for sharing and downloading our podcast. We were just accepted into another server to where our podcast now, I believe it's about 20 radio stations and doing well. But let me get back to Lamelo Ball. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Okay. So what Lamelo, he told me this. Big J, not Lamelo, but Lonzo didn't get here because of Lamelo. It was based on LiAngelo, not Lonzo, LiAngelo's ability starting in high school. And you have to note, look at who he played with. When they went 35-0, then 31-4 the next season when Lonzo was at UCLA. And I said, man, let's go back and look at this, bro, because I really don't understand what you're saying, but I'm willing to go with you and look. So we're going to look at Chino Hills basketball in 2016-17, the roster. All right. And if we look at this roster, we will find out that they had Eli Scott. If you remember, Eli played with Lamelo at in the Drew League. All right. Eli Scott ended up going to Loyola Marymount, to where he plays on the basketball team and is a part of their law program. So again, LeVar Ball did an incredible job with these young men on that team, and these were mostly AAU friends. Then we have LaMelo Ball, which we all know. Now watch this. We have LiAngelo Ball on that same team. We have their cousin, Andre Ball. We have Richards. We have David. We have Mitchell. And we have Hall. Watch this. Let me jump down right quick. A lot of those names you don't know. Here's a name you should know. Onyeka Okongwu. Onyeka Okongwu. He plays for the Atlanta Hawks. All right, he was injured half the season, but he is an NBA player. So if we look at the names of these individuals who are a part of LaMelo and LiAngelo's life in high school, this was basically a pro team in the making. So let's go back and look at, and I'm so glad he shared his information with me. See, that's why I say leave a comment, leave a like, talk to me. I'll talk back. Whatever you feel, we can express it together and learn together. Again, it's not my show, it's our show. Okay, so let's look at LiAngelo's numbers now in high school. Now I want you to really look at something here. Let me make sure that's up there on the screen, because I don't want to leave you out. There we go. Yep, there it is. So I want you to look at something right here. Okay, 2016-17 varsity. Lonzo is gone. Now I want you to look down here at the national average compared to LiAngelo's stats. And when he showed me this, I understand why he said that. Because his merit alone got him to the position to where he is. He simply just needed a chance that was provided by his brother Stardom. But if we look at the numbers, and I just showed you the individuals who played on that team, watch this. Now, this national average is other D1 individuals who went to college, who started, who are now in the NBA. But watch something. The national average compared to LiAngelo's average. In 2016 and 17, LiAngelo scored 30 points a game. Watch this. Nationally, that was his average. It was not done by any else who received a D1 scholarship going to college. That's why I said I got to apologize. When this dude showed me this, it has nothing to do. Watch this. I heard a great quote that said this. When opportunity meets it, When preparedness meets opportunity, it breeds success. So all he had to do was be prepared. And when Lamelo reached stardom, then now watch this. I can provide the opportunity for you. So he was prepared, and Lamelo provided the opportunity based on his numbers and what he was and where he was already at. Look at this. 30 points a game. In 2016 and 17, this young man scored 1,013 points as a 12th grader. So a pair of glasses caused old media to sleep on him. A pair of glasses caused no one to look up the truth and give the value of this young man. I understand earlier when we played LeVar Ball, how he talked about all three of his sons. He said, but the youngest is the best. So the youngest provided the opportunity to the one who has the higher ceiling as far as shooting and numbers. I got it now. Look at your neighbor and tell him I got it now. Yes, yeah. I got it now. Look at that, man. Can you believe that? Look at this kid, man. Look at this kid. Let's look at some photos. Wow. That kid averaged 30 points a game, man. 30 points a game. He scored over 1,000 points in his senior year. It makes no sense what was done to him by a pair of glasses. Okay, that's it. So let's go back over here. So what he's doing, he's actually providing himself based on his own ability because of an opportunity that was made for him. So the opportunity is made by the younger one that the father said will be the star. But it was the preparedness of LiAngelo and what he's done before. Watch this. In Lithuania, he was dropping threes, dropping bombs. In the JBL, he won MVP. We got this? It was just in those leagues in the NBA with the Lakers, they didn't give him the opportunity because he had the skill set. We see that. It was with Detroit. They didn't give him the opportunity because he had the skill set. 30 points a game? You got to be doing something right. And then he led the nation in scoring his junior year where they went 35-0. So I do apologize. And Mitch Kupchak says, watch this, he's a real talent. It was not something that's predicated on Lamelo that he said that and made it up. It's the truth. If you go back and look at this kid's numbers, he is the real deal and the business. Now the opportunity has been presented to him. All he has to do is show up during the summer league, and everything that he is and about him will be noted, documented, and seen. Old media, like the other two brothers, will have to apologize. So I want to come back on and say salute to the young man that told me, Big J, you missed something. Again, it's not just my channel, it's our channel. And if you see I missed something, other people might pick it up and they'll respond to it. If I don't, trust me, 9 other individuals are in the room. They're going to let you know where I stand because we speak the same language. And that language is called understanding. All right? Watch this. I would rather have 10% of 100 people than 100% of myself. Because when I'm wrong, there's no self and there's no existence or value where I was wrong. But if you have 10% of 100 people, someone's going to tell the truth. So let me say it again. Do us a favor. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. All you have to do is just hit that red button. I know you're looking at it right now. You're shaking. I'm like, I don't want to hit that button. I don't know nothing about this guy. I don't want to be in this channel. Do me a favor. I'm not saying trust me. We're to trust no man. Put your finger on that mouse, on that MacBook, and try to hit subscribe. After you do that, just go over to the bell. Or if you want to check in and out on us when you want to, instead of being notified all the time, because we upload all the time, just hit it or leave it alone. But do me a favor. Go down and smash that like button because the algorithm is appreciating all those who give that just do. All right? I was going to say love YouTube, but I don't want to say that because we only love that's which is given to us naturally. That's our families. God first. All right? Then we want you to make sure that you leave a comment. Today we reached the record in comments, I think. It was somewhere around 100 plus comments on all our, on 2 videos, I think 150 comments. So we want you to keep doing that. Keep doing it. We appreciate it. So we pray that the content is conducive for your hearing. Also, if you're following our blog, hit the follow button. You're downloading the content. Why not just hit the follow button? All right, we're averaging over 400 or 500 downloads a day. We want to get that number up to 500. So please share it. Please share it. No, we want to get that number up to 1,000. So we say thank you again for being a part of Big J. And you know what time it is. Be the best, and the best you will become. Yeah, yeah.